HD Toy Theater to look at the DC Collectibles Designer Series Batgirl figure based off the artwork of Batman artist Greg Capullo. She stands just over 6 inches tall, nicely sculpted, nicely painted, has limited articulation, a few accessories, so let's dive right in and see what she has to offer. She includes 3 batarangs without the bat head, just to note. They are very small, about half an inch in length. They're very thin as well, so they're easy to lose. The batarangs fit only in her right hand, and it's not a very tight fit, so you have to be careful and use gravity to help you out to make sure they don't fall out. Taking a closer look at the figure now, she's based off her initial New 52 design. Black overall with the yellow for the gloves, boots, belt, and bat symbol. Now, one thing to very nicely point out is the yellow being used on the figure is nice and metallic. Has a nice shine and sparkle to it. I think that's the wrong word, but it has a nice shine to it. It looks great. And there's actually panel lining being applied in certain elements of the yellow. So right here you can see the panel lining there. And then on the lower parts of the feet, a little lining there, and then some there on the inner parts of the glove. The suit overall is a flat black. You can see the nice design of the New 52 costume being shown off here with a sculpt. So here's that side. That side flat black overall, but there's certain semi-gloss areas right here, right, like in the elbows, the inner parts of the arm right there, and the legs. It's nice subtle semi-gloss being used there. Nice female physique, teenage female physique. Very youthful looking face. I really like the head sculpt a lot. Hair is pretty much brown. Doesn't feel red to me. And then the cape has a nice short design, not too long. Fits her character very well, if you ask me. So great looking figure with very nice yellow metallic paint apps, and they match even on the cape. So no worries of this being flat compared to this. It's all the yellow is metallic yellow, so very cool. For articulation system, this one's a little disappointing. I was hoping she would have articulation similar to the Batman Greg Capullo designer figure, but she does not, sadly. So let's start with the top. Ball joint head at the top, and a good decent range here. She can tilt and rotate pretty good. The cape is nice and flexible, so that's good. The arms only swing out maybe 45 degrees, maybe a little higher than that. I don't want to risk going any higher. And the joints are kind of tight, so you worry of that. Swing all the way around. Single jointed elbow. The glove here rotates at the top, and then there's no waist articulation, no ab crunch, nothing like that. The legs simply move forward and back. There's no outward movement at all towards the sides, nothing like that. But she does have a thigh swivel, so I'm thankful they added that at least. Single jointed knee. Not much range there, and then she has a swivel right there at the calf, and that's it. Let's do a quick size comparison. On the left of the figure we have the 0-year Batman of the same wave. On the right we have the Mattel New 52 designed Batman action figure, who's a little bit smaller than the 6.5 inch Batgirl here. And just for fun, let's bring in a Hasbro Marvel Legends. We'll take out this figure here. I'll bring in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie action figure, and he's also smaller than the new 6.5 inch Batgirl. Final thoughts on this figure. Despite its lack of articulation points for really dynamic posing, the figure is very nicely sculpted, one of the best looking Batgirl figures in that respect. The paint app quality is a little hit or miss, but the color choices used on the figure is really nice, especially that metallic yellow. It looks really, really good on Batgirl here. So about 25 bucks can add her to your collection. DCComics.com, BigBadToyStore.com, Amazon.com, to name a few places where to pick her up online. But maybe you can find her at a local comic book store near you. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Hit like, dislike, and or comment. Check out my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out HDToyTheater.com, and we'll see you next time.